Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's on.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming for this introductory talk by my good friend Mr. Cheng, who has come in from Singapore. I have known him since the last 7 years that we have been, when we were in Singapore, he was my neighbor. And he, his wife Wei, his 2 children, one daughter and a son. We have interacted with them over there, had very good time going to their house and coming here. And on our invitation, he has come here to just explore India. Yeah. So this is his second visit to India. First one was going to Punjab. But what's very unique about him is the way he looks at life. For marine engineering. So he teaches in shipyards and training schools all about ships and ship equipment. But he chose to retire very early at the age of 52, mainly with the idea to enjoy life. Like a lot of Singaporeans, he has seen the growth of Singapore from the beginning till what it is now. Now, when I say that, there is a lot of meaning in it. Unlike India, where we have a rich heritage of rivers, mountains, anything that you can think of, actual natural resources, Singapore is a very small place of just about 30 by 40 kilometers. That's all the total island. And there is absolutely no natural resources. That means if you dig, you won't find iron ore. If you dig, you won't find copper and other things. Same way, if you dig, you won't find water also. Because all 4 sides you have seas, so you will find salt water. So even for water, they have to depend on Malaysia to give them water. So such a place, since 1967 when it got independence, to grow up to what it is now, every Singaporean has contributed to it, each and every person. They have gone through the hardship, they have seen more poverty than we have any time, and then they have developed to a state where Singapore is absolutely respected across the whole world for its culture, for its discipline, for its systems in place. And I wanted him specifically to talk about it. I have experienced it, but he is the one who would have been part of the system to make it also. So I wanted him to talk about it. Further than this, I have a few more points. This month I had gone for a short bike ride from here to Kanyakumari, and that was 1,000 kilometers, and people were awesome when struck that I did 1,000 kilometers on my bike. But he did last month 1,300 kilometers on bicycle. Let's give him a big hand. At the age of 75. At the age of 75. That is the key point here. So it shows how much of energy, how much of enthusiasm he has towards life. And that is remarkable. So these are the few words with which I will give the mic to him and let him talk about himself and life in Singapore. Thank you. And welcome to India once again.
Yeah, thank you, Sankar. It's so nice to see you after 7 years. I promised him I will come and visit, and I kept my promise. Sankar and Meena, very good friends, right? They have also invited us to his home when they were in Singapore. And Sankar cooked us a very good vegetarian meal. Meena cooked us a very good vegetarian meal. Right, that was my first proper vegetarian meal. Right, I do eat vegetarian food, but they were not proper. Right, and now I'm here for 5 days. I'm eaten 5 days of proper vegetarian food. Right, and I like it. Right, I didn't even think about chicken. I didn't even think about eggs. I didn't even think about beef or mutton or fish, right? Because I think the catering people here have done an excellent job. They try to make variations so that the food is interesting. I've never eaten many of the food I eaten here. Of course, in Singapore, we eat dosai, we eat paratha, and we eat chapati. That's all. Here, this morning, you got something called cumin, right? Dram or siriga, right? I've never seen it before, and it tastes very good. And this morning also, for the first time, I eaten steamed banana. Meena prepared steamed banana. I never eaten steamed banana. I didn't know you can steam the banana. Right? So I really enjoy the food, right? But most of all, I enjoy the friendliness of the people I see here. You have a wonderful community. You know, you don't come to your room and then you close and you never go out. But people mix around, they look out for you, they say hello, they have a little chat, all right, and meet over dinner, over breakfast, over lunch, right? And you have so many of these gatherings. Here I saw a show where the star is here. I saw a show. Yesterday I saw a wedding of deities. I didn't know God's married. Okay, right? So I understand the culture a bit better. My interest is culture, right? I'm here because I want to understand Tamil culture, right? So I do a bit of reading, and first I found is that Tamil language is the oldest language, more than 2,000 years. It's a Dravidian-based language. And you got the old Tamil, intermediate Tamil, and you got the new Tamil. So, right? And I'm very sorry, I only know 3 Tamil words. Kalai Vanagam, Kale Vanagan, Meena is my teacher, and Ile. Ile. Because my Tamil friends in Singapore always say, Ile. Well, no, Ile. Okay? I hope I pronounce it correctly. Alright. Luckily today we have a thing called Google Translate. So when I need anything with the staff, I translate. I say, please. And they can read, and I get what I want. Alright? But I think you have a wonderful community here. And the activities are generated by interested people like Sankar. I forgot your name here. Sitaram. Okay. People who say, hey, let's do something. Right? And this is the life. Right? And you have so many talents. All of you before are professionals. Right? You could be managers of big companies, you're in different fields. So the talent is very rich. The talent is very rich. And if the talent is willing to share, I bet you have a wonderful time learning from each other and about life. Right? So Singapore is a tiny place. You can put all of Singapore between here and Tanjavur. Tanjavur is 40 kilometers away. Singapore is an island, 40 kilometers. You put inside, still got room to spare. Very small place. And we only have 6 million people. Right? Actually more than 6 million because we have about 1 million of foreign workers. A lot from Tamil Nadu. I meet them in Singapore. I ask them about Tamil Nadu. Right? And one of the questions I ask them is, can I bring my bicycle here and cycle from here to Coimbatore? To Coimbatore. He said, no way. He said, traffic here is very dangerous. The car go very fast. Right? And your bicycle is, and my bicycle is a small one. The wheels is not big one, it's a small one. Right? And it can fold. So I put the bicycle into the aeroplane, like normal luggage, and then I reach the other side, I open up, and then I go. So I was sightseeing, enjoying, look at the country, enjoying the food, talk to people, traveling from village to village, town to town, on the bicycle. I did that in Japan 2 times. I did that in South Korea once, the most recent. So my next country I want to go cycling is in Finland, Scandinavia. Right? I choose Finland because I've never been there. And because Finland has a lot of lakes, when you have a lot of lakes, the road will be flat. So not if you go to Himalayas, then mountains, very hard to cycle. So it's better to cycle a place where it's quite flat, so you can take your time slowly. Alright? So if you cycle slowly and don't go very far, maybe at the most 40, maybe 30 kilometers every day, you also can go. Right? As long as you know how to ride bicycle, you yourself can go. Right? So it's not difficult. Right? But you must travel light. Travel with very little. Right? Okay? Did you go somewhere recently? Have you been to a holiday recently? Have you been on a holiday recently? No? You? Recently visited somebody?
We are permanently on a holiday over here.
Yeah, but I know many of you take a trip to Chennai, take a trip to other place, right? Have you done Chennai?
I used to visit every year
Wow.
2 places in India itself.
Oh.
Weeks tour, 1 week.
Aha.
We 20 of us take flight to a place, the capital of that state,
Very good.
and then spend the entire one.
Did you enjoy
Sometimes the temples.
Did you enjoy your holiday? Good.
I'm older than you. I'm 78.
Big brother. Right. Okay. Many travelers will say, what would you wish to happen to make your holiday better? Right? Many answers. But the best answer for me is if I went with twice the money and half the luggage, I will be happier. Right? Many people they go holiday and say, oh, not enough money. But the bag so many. Wow. Right? Okay? So I travel only with this and with this. Whether I come here for 3 days or I go to Finland for 3 months, that's all. That's all. So when I have this, very easy. You can go, I can put on my bicycle, right? Carry, run on the train, so easy. I carry this bag always with me.
Fully loaded with money.
Yes. Fully loaded with money. Secret behind. Some of the receipt I keep so that to prove I pay. Indian money, about 15,000 rupee. Passport, right? Pen, because you must write and so on. Pen. So that's money. Credit card, right? You need to pay credit card. That's all.
Do you have any
Water, backpack.
No, your glasses.
sunglasses?
No, this all. I don't wear glasses anymore. I had cataract operation. Cataract. No, like that. Like that. I protect with helmet. Helmet. helmet, bicycle helmet. Okay? This one, tissue paper, right? And warm clothing. This is my warm clothing. When it's cold, I wear. Right?
Don't need a sweater.
If it's very cold, of course, I wear all my clothes at night. Right? 2 layers. This is 1 layer, one more tie, 2 layers. But this is always keep me warm. Right? When it's hot, I bring down.
No sleeping bag.
No sleeping bag. When it's very hot, I take out. Very easy to wash. You put it there, next morning it's dry.
I got you got no medicines also. Medicines.
Yeah.
Medicines?
Have. This is where this bag comes. Medicine. Very important. Sorry. Normally my medicine I put there. Big bag of medicine. Big bag. I must bring this. I come for 20 days.
We have preventive maintenance that you do regularly. We have breakup medicine that you motivate the problem.
Do you have to take this medicine?
Every day. Every day. Control blood pressure. Control cholesterol. Right? Control thyroid. Right? And control prostate. Old man always must go toilet very often, prostate. Okay? Right?
Actually, you don't look like having thyroid.
Oh, my family have thyroid. I don't know. I don't know whether it's available. I bring from Singapore, from my doctor, right? So have the usual medicine for the gastric and so on, and so on. Right. But because, okay, so medicine. Charger, your phone, different connection. Very important. String. When you wash the clothes and on the dry, and very wrong. Clip. Okay? You can clip. One set of clothing. Another trousers. Shirt. So 2 sets. One more set. All in plastic bag. So if it rain, you will dry. Right? One more set. Trousers. Wear in the room or where I go walking. One more shirt. I come in this shirt. And one more pair of socks because I wear shoes. Right? This is my head. Okay? When it's sunny. This hat with me for 30 years. 30 years. More than 30 years. Right? Some more. More tissue paper, spectacles for reading, more strings and rubber band to tie, this is a bag I wear for inside the trousers, right? For security. When I in an area that may be a bit dangerous, so very important, some money, not all money, some money, emergency. You put inside some cash, a credit card, that's all. Okay, so if this one go, bye-bye, I got. Right, so back up. All right, here no problem, so stay inside back. Right.
Any crowded place, any queue, you have to be careful.
I think so, but because I am like that, many people don't waste time. They look at it, no money, no good, no money, right? I don't wear rings, I don't wear branded goods. They look at this, no money, right? I always bring this. No, it's a knife.
Plastic knife.
Plastic. Because you must cut watermelon, cut orange, all right? And because it's plastic, you can go through airport, no problem. No problem. Right? And also it's very light. Knife. Very important.
Self-defense. For self-defense, you say.
For?
Self-defense.
No. My self-defense is run away. Run away. So, if you travel with... Oh, I forgot to bring. One toothbrush, no toothpaste. Just no need. If you look at the purpose of toothpaste, there's no purpose. It's just to make you feel clean, but it's no work done, right? So you can clean with no toothpaste, right? And I have a plastic shaver, right? Ordinary blade, not electric, just simple blade, right? And luckily for me, my beard grew very slowly, not like Indian, Indian the beard very fast. So you have to shave every day. For me, 5 days, no problem. Okay? So I travel like that for 30 over years. 30 over years, always minimum. You can do the same. When you come back from holiday, you open the bag. What you never use? Something you bring in case, right? In case. You don't bring next time. I don't bring raincoat. Sure, you rain.
You don't need a comb.
No need a comb. Oh, I forgot. When it's very cold, I have a jacket. Right? When it's very cold, but it's very light. Right? Very light. And all 4 kilos. Only 4 kilos. So when I go to the airplane, I don't need to check in. I just walk in. Right? No problem. Right? At the other side, just walk up. Straight away I go. Right? If I bring my bicycle is 11 kilo. So, put in, no problem. Right? So you can travel like, I don't have a raincoat or umbrella. Right? If I need a raincoat, I can buy. Right? Then what I do, should be able to buy, right? Go to the shop, do you have a raincoat? You can buy a raincoat. Right? If my shirt tear, I need a shirt, can buy a shirt. Right? I don't have socks, you can buy socks. So you don't need extra. The extra is very heavy. And you carry everywhere, you know. Wow. So that makes the holiday not so nice. Right. So with this, I just go. Just go. Right. So this is how I've been traveling for many years. And I retired early at 52 years old because by that time I have saved enough money to pay for retirement. Okay? I've saved enough money. And my children already working, so they don't need me more. They can live on their own. Right? Bye-bye. I take my money. I'm going to retire. Right? My life is very simple, very low cost compared to many Singaporeans. In Singapore, for one person to live today, one person, you need 60,000 rupees. No, 1,000 Singapore dollar. 60,000 rupees. One person in Singapore to live. For your rent, for your food, for your transport. Per month. You need, it's a lot of money. Right? It's a lot of money. So when the Indian workers from Tamil Nadu work in Singapore, the money must be more than 1,000. Otherwise, not possible.
Excluding rent.
Including rent. Including rent. Okay? If they have less than that, very difficult. I know many of them, their salary may be a little bit more. So they save maybe 200, right? Times 60, of course. 200 Singapore dollars. 1 Singapore dollar is 60 rupees. Right? So it's very expensive to live in Singapore. The standard, people say Singapore standard very high. Actually, no. Because you have car, we have car. You have house, we have house. You eat 3 times a day, we eat 3 times a day. It's the same. Only the cost. Because Singapore, like Mr. Sankar, like Sankar say, we have nothing. Only an island. You dig, there's nothing. Only stone, sand, mud. Some places we have granite, very hard, granite, but very small. Alright? We have some reservoir, but the water is enough only for 30% of the people. The other 70% we must buy from Malaysia. Please sell us water. Alright, so there's a pipe to Malaysia. Malaysia is only half kilometer away. There's a little channel, there's like Malaysia. So we take the pipe all the way to Singapore. And there's a meter, see how much, and we pay. Alright? So whenever they are angry with Singapore, I stop giving you water. So but now we have an agreement. They must give us water until 2061. So another 40 years, 2061. After that, they don't have to sell us any water. Right? But we have big problem. Because their river level also very low. Like Kaveri. Kaveri behind, no water. Okay, same problem in Malaysia. I give you water, but sorry, no water. Right? So we have to make water. Singapore put a lot of money to make water. Alright? We make water from the seawater, boil it, becomes fresh water. Need a lot of energy. Expensive. We use special filter. You squeeze the water through it, all the rubbish come out there, clean water. Also need a lot of energy. Alright? We also take the water from the toilet. All the water from the toilet goes to a special tank. We have to clean it, make the water very clean, and drink it. We call it new water. New water. Right? And we have to, wherever we have a little river, we block the river. Then the river water cannot go away. Then thing become a reservoir. So when the rainwater come, it goes there. Now we are collecting 80% of the rain. Right? When the rain drop, 80% will go somewhere. Only 20% go into the sea. Our target, 100%. Right? We catch all the water, we make all the water, we increase our supply to about only 70%. Right? We still need to buy 30% from Malaysia. So we can buy less, but we still need to buy. Please sell us water. Yeah. If we can bring a ship, put the water and send to Singapore, you can export water. We are a very big buyer of sand. We buy sand because with the island, very small, we need to reclaim, get more land from the sea. Right? So we buy sand. Now many companies, many countries don't want to sell us sand. You pay also, we don't want to sell you. So now we got to buy sand from further away.
Politician suppliers from Tamil Nadu.
Right now we buy sand from Vietnam. We buy sand. The ship come, sand. Put in the sea. Slowly the land grow. Yeah, reclamation. Right? So we have the whole city. Most of the new city is on reclaimed land. It's not originally before was sea. So now it's land. You have the skyscraper and so on and so forth. Right? Yes.
That source.
So we cannot go. We can go the shallow. When the water is like that, we got to stop. Alright? If you put more sand, oh God.
He's saying, why don't you go down to get well water?
Oh, because
No, I have house in Chennai. We had this same water problem about 4 or 5 years back.
yes.
So people have gone up to 300, 400 feet for a deep borehole, and we suck this thing, water. We didn't have the problem was water was there, but we could manage with 300, 400 feet deep borewells. But why that was not done in Singapore? That was the question.
I don't know. Maybe I must tell Singapore government, please ask Indian government to advise.
Yeah, you said we had to beg with Malaysia. That begging, I thought we can, that would be some alternative. That's why.
Ask Indian government to advise how to get water. You know.
There's a strong possibility when there is a rainfall.
Yeah.
And you are also supposed to save around 80% of the rainfall.
Yes.
And there must be groundwater.
No, because the land, you know the Singapore land is actually very flat. There's no, the highest point is 160 meters. 160 meters is 50-story building. Right? That's the highest hill. Everywhere else is flat. Right? So we don't even have hill. right? The buildings are taller than the highest point. Okay? We have to buy almost 100% of what we eat. Eggs, we buy. Rice, we buy from Thailand, we buy from Vietnam. Eggs, we buy from Malaysia. Chicken, we buy from Malaysia. We buy from Indonesia. We buy from Brazil. Brazil, frozen chicken, come to Singapore. Right? We buy from India, many things. All the Indian, the grain, right? Many things. So we buy 100%. Vegetables. There's no land to grow. If you go out the house, the roads, building, there is no land to grow. Right? So the land is very little. Only the very rich men maybe have a house with a little bit of garden, right, to grow. Alright? My house, I'm a very rich man. Meena will tell you, I'm very rich man because I live in a house. Okay, in Singapore, only 5% people have a house. Yeah, because I buy my house many, many years ago. 40 years ago where the price is low. Today, don't even think about it. Right? So I'm lucky I buy a house. Oh, so now I have a house.
This house is valued at 6 crores.
Yeah. So my house is
6 crores
6 crore.
rupees.
Right? So I'm rich man. But I will be rich man only when I sell the house. Yeah. So you have the house, I have money, I must still want to buy somewhere to stay. Maybe I stay here. Right. Nice place. Right.
Is the land fertile enough? Can you grow vegetables?
Yes, but the land I have is smaller than Sankar's garden.
This conduct I will tell, if you go inside the city of Singapore, there are trees are grown so much, you feel as if you are inside a forest. So much of trees are there, you don't know whether you are in city or you are in forest. Such a growth of trees are there.
So everything we eat, we must buy. That's why a cabbage can cost 180 rupees. One cabbage, right? 1 kilo of rice, 120, 150 rupees, right? One onion, 30 rupees, 30, 40 rupees. One apple, 60 rupees, minimum, can go to 180 rupees. Everything become very high price, but it's the same. Here you buy apple, you get apple, we have apple, but we got to pay more money. We got to pay more money. So we have to work harder and use the brain how to get more money. Alright? So we get more money by providing services like financial services. Many banks in Singapore, banks. So when the money go out, go in, go out, the banks make money, right? And the government tax, the government gets some money, right? And we cannot make simple products. We cannot make shoes and sell because shoes, small money. Even your profit 20% is still small money. So you got to make expensive product like chips, computer chips, right? Telecommunications, expensive machine, medical equipment, biotechnology, medicine. Those are very expensive.
Singapore is the costliest city in the whole world for the last 5 years. Costliest, not New York, not Tokyo. Singapore is the costliest city for the last 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
The costless city lives as a simple man. What is your cost of living?
What is
my cost of living, yeah, myself and my wife, 2%, we spend 3 times the minimum. That means 160 times $3,000, $3,000.
1.8 lakhs.
1.8 lakhs. Myself and my wife, 2%, everything we pay. Alright? 1.8 lakhs.
No car.
No car. I don't have a car. Alright? I take the bus, I take my bicycle. Okay? No car. I used to play golf.
No, I'm asking you, in terms of capacity, you said 60,000 rupees. 60,000 rupees per person. Or that will be normal living.
Normal people.
What is the simple man? You said you are having a simple life. I'm just seeing how much you will be able to do on a day.
Okay. With extra money, I can.
What's your cost of living? You said there's an average cost of living is around 60,000 rupees.
Yes.
Or average living. Or average living, right?
On an average, it's 1,000 Sing dollars per person per month for an average person to live.
Yes.
He wants to know what your cost of living per month in Singapore is.
For me is 3 times.
So $3,000 per month, which is about 1.8 lakhs.
For me and my wife. If I'm alone, will be less. Alright? For me and my wife. With the extra money, of course, I can travel. Come to Tamil Nadu. Right? Of course, I can eat in a restaurant. Maybe one time a week. Okay? Of course, I can go see a movie. Right? So, of course, I can eat more meat. Beyond meat is expensive. And more fish. Right? If I want to save money, I become vegetarian. I come here, I learn to be vegetarian. Right? And actually, many variety. Right? Here, many different ways to cook vegetarian meal. Right? If you go to the market, you'll see, whoa, so many types of vegetables. So, it's a very good idea to become a vegetarian. And also become healthier. And all my medicine can throw away. Right. So, that's what I want to share. Yes, sorry.
I just want to know about the financial aspect. How do you get pension or do you have a corpus amount?
No.
Get interest on that? What is the interest rate from banks?
Okay. When I first started to work in 1971, that's where I finished my studies and get the first job as a teacher. No more pension. Before we had pension. After that, no more pension. So every month, 10% of my money goes to a saving fund. Alright? 10% I put there. My employer also put 10%. So 20%. This 20% the government keep. They give you 4% interest. So you keep. You cannot use the money only when you retire. During my time, when you retire at 55 years old, you can take all the money out with the interest, lots of money. Alright? Not lots, not all the money. Nearly all the money. Because some money can never take out. It's for your medical bill. If you are sick, you need to pay the doctor. So some money stay there. If you die and still money, it go to your children. Okay? So it's fixed. Right? Then in between, the only way you can use the money is to buy a house. Right? You buy a house, you pay the installment, you can take the money. Sorry, say again. Yeah. My medical expenses is very low. All my medicine, 1 month, 600 rupees. 1 month. Right? Because my wife also about the same, less. She's stronger. So if you go to the hospital, government hospital, because I'm 75 years old, alright, I pay half, alright, and because I was born before 1949, I'm born in 1948, I pay only 1/4, special, alright, if you're born later, you will pay half, okay, I pay 1/4. Right, so recently I operate my eye. The cost is $12,000. 12,000. I only pay 3,000. Right, 3,000. But because of the medical fund, they put some money there. Right, and because I have another insurance, I put some money there. So from my money pocket, zero. Everything pop. Okay, bye. I don't have to pay anything. Okay, so I have a stand. The one of the vessel is blocked. Put in the stand. It cost me less than $700. The actual bill is higher, but I only pay $700. Right? So it's lower. I have operation here for hernia. It was quite low, right? So Singapore, the health the government provide is subsidized, is lower. The only problem is you have to wait because maybe too many people. You go to a private doctor, of course you pay more, 4 times, 5 times more, right? Of course, then you don't have to wait, right? But most clever people, like me, never go to private. I always go to government because the best equipment is the government. The government put lots of money on the equipment. The private doctor cannot afford the equipment, right? The latest and the most advanced equipment, government. Right? Because the government has the money. Right? So I never go to private. Why? You pay big money and the equipment is no good? Very low, old type. Government, new one. But I must wait. Alright? The waiting can be as short as 2 weeks, sometimes very short, or as long as 1 year. Right? If you want to operate your knee, because old people, it will take time, maybe 7 months, right? Because too many people. You want to operate the eye? For me, I only waited 2 months, right? Okay. So depending on your luck, I suppose, right? You, yeah.
Employment opportunities in Singapore. About unemployed problem, employment opportunities in Singapore.
Singapore has no employment problem. If you really want to work, there will be a job.
Minimum qualification.
Depending on the job.
Get a job.
If you don't mind sweeping the street, cleaning, no problem. But we don't have people wanting to work. They say money is too low and the status is too low. Right? So it's not nice. Okay? If you want to clean the street, Singapore, you can get $1,500.
$1,500.
Sing.
That's 90,000.
90,000 rupee. Just to sweep. You can. But when you advertise, nobody. So we have to import foreign workers from Bangladesh, mostly from Bangladesh now. No Indian. Tamil Nadu mainly in construction. and industry. There more money. Because the Tamil Nadu education higher. Right? Higher.
Is the government doctors well qualified?
No problem. They are qualified. Okay. Many of our problems are common. Very rare you have a person with very special disease. Right? You look at all of us, what is your problem? Heart, maybe pumping too fast or too slow. The blood is too thick. The cholesterol is too high. Your diabetes maybe too much. Is everyday problem. Very few people have special name disease. Very rare. For those cases, of course, you need special doctor. All right. But for many of us, I will say, my problem is like cough and cold. You get a cold, no problem. Right. Everybody get a cold. You cough, everybody get a cough. You got a fever, everybody get a fever. What's the big deal? You are a doctor, you cannot fix that. Waste of time. Right. Any doctor can fix it. But if you got special problem with your eye or with your nose or with your somewhere, with lungs or whatever, yeah, then you need specialists. But in the government, we also have specialists. Right. Right. The only problem is the waiting is longer. That is the problem.
Can I ask one?
Please.
What do you like about Singapore and what you don't like about Singapore?
Okay, I'm born in Singapore. My father came from China when he was 11 years old, small boy. He come to Singapore. If you don't come to Singapore, he died. Because when he don't, at that time in China, there is famine, no food, right? So many people run, right? They just go on the ship, no money, never mind, you try to go on the ship, and you sign, you agree, I will work for you for 7 years, no pay, right? So many people go on the ship, come to Singapore, some go Malaysia, some go Indonesia. There they work, only lunch, right? Then slowly they have a family, and I was born. Alright? So when I was born, my father was very, very poor. Very, very poor. Okay? So anyway, we try our best, we grow, and then because I can study, I have good marks, the government give me money. Right? For your family, school fees, no need to pay. Books, I give you. So my education is free. All the way to my master degree. I studied primary school, secondary school, and so on, to master. For my education, they sent me to England. I went to England to study marine engineering. And I continue with my masters in shipbuilding, how to build a ship. All the money government pay for me. I don't have to pay anything. So what I like about Singapore is that if you have the good marks, the government will give you the money. No problem. Alright? So, and now we are trying to attract the young boys and young girls from the area. Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand. You're very clever, you say, come to Singapore. We pay you. We take care of you. We pay you. Then we say, please, when you finish, you work for us, I think for 3 years. After that, you are free. But if you want to stay, we give you citizenship. Become citizen. Alright? No problem. Because we need the people. So, the other thing I like about Singapore is that we are willing to pay for the brain. If you got a very smart guy, You willing? We don't care whether you are Indian or you are Malay or you are Cambodian. Welcome. Alright? We have a few Russian now. Right? Stay Singaporean. Okay, what I don't like about Singapore is not very much. I cannot think quickly what I don't like. Because I was very poor, so everything is good for me. The very rich people don't like is that they are paying more and more money. Especially cars. You know the car? You have a Suzuki, right? His car. In Singapore, that car is 120,000 Singapore dollars. How much is that? Huh? 70 lakhs to buy his car. Right? When you buy his car in Singapore, 70 lakhs. And you can only keep the car for 10 years. After 10 years, bye-bye. You take another 70 lakhs to buy another car. So that means 1 year you are paying how many lakhs? 7. You know, big money every year. Then you pay tax for the petrol. 1 liter is 150 rupees. 1 liter you pay tax. Then you pay parking. You put your car for 1 hour, you pay 75 lakhs, 75 rupees, 75 rupees 1 hour. Right? If you in the middle of town, you pay 3 times. Boom. So, before I had a car. When I don't have a car, straight away every month, I save 60,000 rupees. $1,000. My cars cost $1,000 a month to run. So, I started to retire 24 years ago. Right? Today, the cost is higher. But because I have no car, the money can be used to pay for the cost. So I have catered for inflation. Right? So I'm lucky. Right? I am very lucky. I thank whichever God, Krishna. Yeah. Yeah. So
How do you look at life?
Yeah. Okay. Because of time, yeah. My life is the purpose of my life. I give myself a purpose. The purpose of my life is to be able to give service to other people. Right? And I think that's why I was born. Right? And you see my name. My name is Good Neighbor in Chinese. Alright, so when I know my name is Good Neighbor, I say, oh, good. I try to be good neighbor to everybody. Right? So now I can help people. You need help? Okay, I help you. Alright, I help you. I feel happy.
Can you please show me some yoga?
Yoga. Time. You got time, you got to talk. Right?
To get government job, is there any exam like
Sorry.
to get job in government bank? Any exam to write?
There is no government bank in Singapore.
No, he is asking for getting a government job, is there any examination?
No. Any job in Singapore, yeah, no. If you are an accountant, right? Of course, you must be qualified accountant, right? So that qualification you don't get from the government, you get from accountants authority. If you are a lawyer, you must be qualified lawyer, right? If you are a doctor, you must be qualified doctor. So all those things is a normal certification, nothing special. And then we are qualified. Let's say you qualify the best engineering degree, IIT. You got IIT degree, you go to Singapore. straight away, please, tomorrow you start. No problem. I know IIT standard super high, right? Right? So if you are good, we take you. If you are ordinary degree, thank you very much. Because so many, right? We cannot take you, right? So Qigong and Tai Chi I do every morning, right? Every morning, the Chinese, this is Tai Chi. We breathe in, then we breathe out, right? You do the same in yoga, right? Yoga, only your movement may be different, right? Then we go Qigong, right? We breathe in, then we breathe out, okay? Then we do things like that. We breathe in, then breathe out, all right? So all this movement is to help you to breathe in and to breathe out. As you do in yoga, no difference. We breathe from nose or mouth up to you, no problem. All right, it doesn't matter for us. Okay, so we do all kind of, something of them, sometimes like dancing. Okay, like Chinese dancing. Right, we breathe in, then we breathe out. Okay, so it's a bit like dancing. And sometimes we do this, right? Like flying, right? Flying. We do slow so that all the air you breathe in, right? Then you breathe out, right? 100% out, 100% in, then out. Okay? So the Qigong is actually breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And the movement is to help you make it more interesting and more fun. If you only do this 200 times, very boring. You very fall asleep, right? So, yeah. Thank you very much. And yeah, we keep later. You want to use it?
Hello. It's really very interesting session.
நான் மேலே வரேன்.
So we've been learning so many things. We've learned very important things about Singapore. Very particularly how to travel with more comfort, with less luggage. Probably nowadays there is a great change in the international travel industry. Flights have been reduced, your luggages. Previously it was 2 bags with 23 baggage, 23 kilograms of 2 baggages you can take. Recently there is a great modification in the international travel. Only one. Because of travelers like you have been more, I believe. Good. Nice to know many things. Thank you so much for coming and expressing your experience. Thank you, sir.
The next subject is by my father, Mr. Narayanan. I know him for the last 57 years and know him very well. So, surely I would like to start with a compliment. He is my father. I ideally should be following all his advice and especially related to health and others. But truly he is an inspiration. Next month he is going to be 88. But all through his positivity. Many people don't know, but just a month before, he also unfortunately fell in the bathroom and had a small cut in his head. But this was at 12:45 in the night, and he was so positive about it. He had the presence of mind to call me We went over, he was very cool, and myself and my wife Meena were absolutely surprised how easily he handles these problems and situations. So we even, based on that confidence, we waited till the next day morning, then to go to the hospital and then put 4 stitches. So things like that which inspires all of us. But truly, the spirit in all of us to say that we are ready to go out, experiment things, be ready. Today you tell him, shall we go up to Tanjavur, he'll be ready. Let us go up to Kanyakumari, he'll be ready. So that spirit is more in the mind than in the body. And that I think we should all recognize and learn from him. So after a lot of telling him, he has taken the thing to teach about what makes the difference for him, his living, which has brought him till the age of 85, very healthy. So I leave the floor for him to talk about it and demonstrate it.
Respected ladies and gentlemen, my pronouns to you all at the beginning. I have been given the subject of talking on super senior citizens, breathing and exercises. Now many of the people I see, I got a knee pain, I got a this thing, I am not able to move, and all these problems are there. Now coming to this thing, let us come to starting. When we are born in the lying position as a child. Then we sit, then we stand, then we walk around, then we run. Then the fag under the period, again you go back to lying down. Then you just take care of this thing. So for all these things to keep yourself very busy, 2 things are required for you to grow. One is air for breathing. Second is food to make your body under control. Now regarding breathing, I will give you an example. I had a chance to attend a session of Yogiraj Ramadev, who was in Dehradun. He used to conduct seminars for a week, and through TV I used to attend. The session used to have about 40,000 people sitting in Bandra open, and each man had to be given a thermometer to check up their blood pressure and everything. At the end of the 7-day session, their blood pressure was very low. Then he gave another example. One gynecologist went and approached Ramdev. He says, I am a gynecologist, I am treating everybody, but I don't have children. Then Ramdev told, your oxygen supply is not going to each and every corner of the problem. So you attend, breathing exercise for a long time, you will be okay. As told, that lady breathed for 1 week, and then, she had a child. With this practical experience, any patient who goes to her for consultation, he used to ask her to sit and do breathing for 15 minutes before he sees the patient. Now coming to this exercise, you should have a strong body. Without a body, you can't do anything, you think. So I used to work in steel plant. The steel plant blast furnace where I work is about 60 meters, 180 feet. Every time I go for, and pipeline is there, which is about 6 feet. Every time you go for work, you have to climb about 200 feet or something like that in cat ladder. And then inside the pipeline you go, then only you can inspect what is being done. This gave me a very good experience for walking and other exercises. Added to that, my daughter, Usha, she goes to a gym regularly. Now after gym and everything, last month when I went to Bangalore, she went for a race in Bamboo Forest, Bangalore. 100 kilometers in 20 hours, walking. Can you imagine about it, a person walking about 100? So that is regarding the exercise. Now regarding this thing, I request all of you, because you are aged, your steps are not steady, this thing is not there. So when you sleep, In your bedroom, I suggest you should have at least a 0-watt bulb, so that when you open your eyes, you know where you are. And also preferably a torch by your side. That is number one. Number two, when your cart is there towards the wall side, towards the open side you keep a pillow, so that when you turn around you don't fall down. There are 2 cases of people who are there who turned in the light, fell down and broke their hip. So this is regarding that. Now coming to that, I am going to give the exercises, mixing and this thing. Now for all these things, the timing is required. You people can note your timing also for each one. For me, the timing I keep is as counting. 1, 2, mentally I count. So that keeps me for this thing. Number 1, waist exercise and stomach. You are in a cart. See, the main thing is chair exercise. You can do this thing also for another purpose only. I took the cart so that one more exercise I can do in this thing. Otherwise a chair is required. You hold your hand. 1. You can also join 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now to become a graduate level, BSc level, you should do minimum 100 each. Otherwise, your convenience, you can start with 20, 30, 40, whatever it is there, and gradually build up. Now, once again I will come back. 1, 10, 11, 12. To cut short the time from my 100 regular one, I have made it to 50. So this is number 1. Number 2, hold your this thing so that you don't fall down. Bend forward and backward. Now I am stopping at 20 to cut short the time and this thing. You repeat it. So 1, 2 I have done. 3 is hold back, twist yourself. Now, you should not show partiality, otherwise this stomach side will complain, so make it the other way. See, as I had done these 3 exercises put together, it cost me 100 numbers each, 10 minutes. So that is number 1. Number 2, you have done enough of justice for your stomach and as well as waist. Now you go with your shoulder. I have done about 10, I am just stopping it. You can continue up to 20, 30, depending upon time available. Now remember 1. Number 2. Now make it sideways. Okay, now go to the next stage. 45 degrees to angle. Now equally the other side. Now you have done circular to the stomach, the neck will complain, so make it. Now anti-clockwise. So I have done justice to the neck also. Previously, when about 10 years back, I used to do for brain by standing, Shirshasana the wall. Now because the age won't say it, fall down, it is difficult to recover, so I stopped it. Now added to this, now when you are sitting, just like that, give exercise to your toes and also like calf muscle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can feel, the pressure on their leg as well as the calf muscle, you get it. So whenever you get a chance, you need not wait for the time, for asanas or something. You wait for somebody. You can do it. So it should become a practice for yourself, so that you are always, in some action. Now coming to the next is, let us have some rest and go for breathing. Breathing, there are 4 types are there. One is you just take your stomach inside, then breathe inside, keep for some time, and then leave it back. This normally you do only up to 100 times. More than that, it will be difficult for you. For example, So this you do. To start with, you do about 10 or 15 times, then go up to 100, which is your graduation level. Beyond that, if you are able to do, you are going to postgraduate level. Now, next to that thing is your nose. Breathe through one side, hold it, and this thing, leave it through the other. Breathe through the other one, hold it, this thing. Okay, this is second type. Third is, you twist your tongue and through the mouth you breathe in, hold it and loose through your nose. This is third is over. I am just showing you samples only, otherwise, it will take 1 hour it takes for me to do my full 100 course. Fourth is, Om. Om is A, U, M. A means A, open. U means lips are closed. This is is this thing. Now start with me. This normally takes about 15 minutes for me for all the four put together, this thing. So first is 10 minutes, another 10 minutes, then 15 minutes. Then what you do is, the chair and going. Here, I went to Chanta Mami's house. Oh, Chanta Ram Murthy. He told, I am getting back. Shankar, the kata kunjam pinna. Okay. So, we were talking. Then she told, I got knee pain is there. I told, knee pain, how much is so many days? Then I told, you are sitting comfortably, any problem? No. Then, can you stand? Yes. She told, I can stand. Then having stood, can you lift your leg by 1 inch? Yes. Put it down. 1 inch, put it down. So one day this is over. Next day, 1 day, 1 inch it is comfortable to you, very comfortable. Then make it 2 inches. finally, நான் கொஞ்சம் பின்னாடி சொல்லி சங்கர். Finally, a stage came. Like this you do 100 times, don't do more. So this will give you exercise for your leg. Then if you are more interested, go for this. Turn yourself right. Bend yourself. 1, 2, 3. Don't lose hold of your chair. If you fall down, being aged, you will not be able to get up also. Then it is troublesome for us, for the other people also. Depend on your chair, chair should never be left. Now come to the straight position, forwards. Then go to the left side. Okay, now you are done. Enough of breathing, which you normally stabilize yourself. Go to the 100 count and continue. You will never have a problem with the breathing. Now coming back to this exercise, this thing. You are sitting in position, you are comfortable. Okay? You turn yourself. You are comfortable? Any problem? No. Then stretch your legs back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then at first, you turn this foot right and left. Then afterwards, you will lie down. Lie down. Then, gradually lift your leg. You will not be able to do completely. If you are able to do half, leave it. Again go back. Again half. Again go back. Again half. Again go back. Again go. Like this, finally you come to this stage. Beyond which you cannot hold it. So having done, do it alternatively. Now having done this, now next is another exercise. Your muscles are weak. That's why many of the people don't have control of the urine. So for which you have to strengthen your bladder, for which you lift yourself up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like this you do 100. So with these things, urinary problem, leakage and everything, in due course, your pelvic muscles will get strengthened and you will get free. So with this, this thing, having done this preventive measures, this thing, now anybody has got a back pain here? Okay. Okay, you come. Pillow is comfortable. If you don't have the pillow, manage. Anybody has got a back pain? No. Yes or no? Okay. One person, you come. Go on, go. அங்கே உட்காந்துக்கிறேன் அங்கே பார்த்துட்டு வேணும் ஆன் பண்ணிடும் ஆன் பண்ணியா இப்போதே ஆன் பண்ணிடும் இதில் இந்த சேரில் உட்காந்துக்கோ ஒர்க் பண்ணுறா ஓகே she is sitting for us, very normal. You tell your feeling, you press it more, you get more harder massage. You keep it light, you keep it lighter.
விறுவிறுன்னு இருக்கு நல்ல எனக்கு எதமா இருக்கு இப்போ
அப்பதெல்லாம்
இது பிசியோதெரபிக்கு போகும்போது இந்த ஐஎஃப்டி வைக்கிறான் இல்லையா அதே மாதிரி இருக்கு
this will automatically switch off after 10 minutes. There are steel balls are there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 4 balls are there. When you switch it on, they go on rotating. When they rotate, they think it gives a massage.
Yeah.
Enna konja kuda thalani ochite.
Vastanuma.
Changar will do it.
மொத்தத்துல எனக்கு இன்னைக்கு ரொம்ப ரிலீஃப் இருக்கு
இன்வைட் ஆஞ்சுங்க
எங்கெங்க வைக்கிறோமோ அந்த
ஆமா நல்லா அமுத்தினா யூ கெட் மோர் ஆஃப் தி திங்
350 ரூபாய் சேவ் ஆச்சு இன்னைக்கு இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் 10 நிமிஷம் வெச்சிண்டா
சரி ஓகே any more one more person can try afterwards girl come back to this வாங்க
வா
அவர்
சரி அவர்
இல்ல you can enjoy it இல்லாமலே வரலாம்
அல்லோ இல்லாதவா என்ஜாய் பண்ணா இருக்கிற வாழ்க்கை ஹீல் ஆகும் ஓகேயா
சங்கர் இந்த லைட் எங்கே வை
இல்ல I don't know whether the camera can focus but இங்க பால் தெரியுது இது ஸ்டீல் பால்ஸ் ஸ்டீலோட பால்
உட்காருங்க
சோ அது கரெக்ட்டா அது
அந்த சேர்ல உட்காருங்க
இதுல இப்போ வித் ஹீட்டரும் இருக்கு both are available I think it's around 1500 to 2000 rupees and the heater one is around 2500 exercise massage exercise chair exercise I'll send you the link on the group
பண்றதா இன்னொரு ஆளாவது somebody else from this side you come சங்கர் இந்த இதை ஹீட்டர் ஆன் பண்ணி இங்கே வச்சுட்டு இல்லை this is called massager only, just makes a massage for you. You can apply your oil or whatever be it. This is an infrared light. நம்ம கண்ணை தடவிண்டு ஆவி பிடிப்போம் இல்லையா அது மாதிரி 10 நிமிஷம் வச்சா போகிறோம் கையெல்லாம் சுட 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 இது வரும் அது பாருங்க this is also free of cost for you ஃபஸ்ட்டாக வந்து வளர்க்கலாம் இல்லையா இது அதான் எண்ணெய் தடவிட்டு மசாஜ் ஒன்றும் இல்லை ஆவி பிடிப்போம் இல்லையா அதுக்கு மேல் யூ கீப் இட் தேர் வாங்க மாமி இங்கே வாங்க சரி நீங்கள் இந்த வந்துடுவோம் இது இந்த மசாஜர் செப்பரேட்டு இன்ஃப்ராஃபில் லைட்டு செப்பரேட்டு இப்போ லேட்டஸ்ட் மாடல் வந்திருக்கு போத் ஆர் கம்பைன் டுகெதர் with wattage can be increased from 125 to 200 and vibration can be adjusted, and that costs 1,499 rupees. And this is online house delivery. House delivery vandamnaga 100 rupees less. And pre-book 15% less. So two people put together, you can get the maximum concession. That particular link for that one, Shankar will get you. Every again.
This is a special light, infrared light. It has a particular wavelength. So dress is not going to dress dress outcome illa dress kulloda pohum pinna skin la oil irundanga oil chudagum illiyankum skin me konja warm agum. So it is for penetration into the body specifically. So this is around the low watt on 800 watts for the 1200 watts for the 2000 watts.
Ama pain relief muduvali kayikalam
1200 watts for more than enough. It costs around 1000 rupees for this. This is I think 800.
Illa 800 like 120, 125.
Either 150 or a bulb potrika, but I know from the net it is 800 watts, 1200 and 2000 watts. Time duration, your comfort.
Sare, நீங்க doubt நீங்களே வந்துருங்க. நீங்க வாங்க.
But main dress அப்படியே இருக்கலாம் and it will go through your clothes and go inside. இங்க நம்ம உமாட்டே இருக்கு, இது உமாவோட தான்.
இல்ல
ரொம்ப நாளா படுத்து தூங்கிட்டேன்னா ப்ராப்ளம்.
இல்ல there are cases are there. People are kept like this each year, put the light and slept through. Morning afterwards they found that their leg is burnt out. So adnala you should be very careful. You should not give 10 to 15 minutes is normal, is okay.
So வேற யாரோ வீட்ல இருக்கிற சமயம் பண்றது பெட்டர். Okay, just not overall but sure காய் வலி, கால் வலி, all sorts of back pain, எல்லாத்துக்கும் you can use this. Penetrate of that.
Okay. Now anybody has got doubt on this, otherwise I will come to the last portion. See, you have done exercises, you have got breathing, you have got the heating, lighting, and if you are slightly more mobile, come to the E block. E block, like there, the wheel is there. In the wheel you make it, you need not go. You make only 500 times. Your shoulder pain will go away, number one. அதுக்கு அடுத்தாப்புல நடுவில் இன்னொன்று இருக்கு, that is மேலே நெஞ்சு ட்விஸ்ட் பண்ணா, அது மேலே நிற்காதுங்கோ, பிகாஸ் பை சான்ஸ் விழுந்தால்னா ப்ராப்ளம். அதனால ஹோல்டு தி ஹேண்ட், back and forth. Your this thing will be there. So with all these things, you can keep yourself moving around like me. Any doubt? Okay. Okay.
Hello. You mic எடுத்துட்டு. So this is to give you an idea of it. 24 hours, 365 days. Really 24 hours and ராத்திரி கூட நீங்க போலாம். அப்பா free consultancy. Free 100%. யார் கண்ணனுக்கோ he will sit, he have so much of patience. எல்லாருக்கும் சொல்லி கொடுப்பா. But ஒரு ஆள் அவளுக்கு என்ன எக்ஸ்டென்ட் வரைக்கும் பண்ணணும் விட முடியும் and push பண்ணலாம், that they have to decide. Because some people will have very serious problems, then they should know what to try and what not to try. I will advise them to know. But sure, it is not harmful, it is good and it is in the direction of you becoming better. And these are all linked to senior living. So these are all very common with all the people. And his experience, why I wanted him to say it, another thing is if he has done it and he is fit and fine till the age of 85, 88, I think it will be good for everybody. This is my belief. Thank you very much.